You want to tell the camera what you're doing today?
Whooping.
So Tim, Jonathan, and then who's in the middle here?
Tatiana.
Tatiana?
Or Tots.
Tots?
Mm-hmm.
And?
Sam
and?
Cheyenne.
Cheyenne. Nice.
At least Tots will be catching us at the boulder, the last rappel.
Unless you guys are too quick for me, but...
I'm guessing by the time we drop in, we'll be 4 hours in the canyon. I mean, I know we're going to have some flowing water, but I don't estimate that we're going to be running into significant flow right now.
Bags all packed and sorting out a small headlamp issue, we finally start out on the trail. When hiking at 5:30 in the morning, it's quite uneventful, and it looks a lot like this, and this, and this, and this. It's, not that exciting. Eventually, we catch up to the other half of the party where we do a small meet and greet.
Welcome aboard. Welcome to Sufferfest. Sorry, man. This is Tots.
Hi, Tots.
Hey, Tots. Sam. Luke.
Ram.
Trey. Tim, which you've already met. Jonathan, I guess you guys have already met.
Yep. No, everybody fit in the truck?
Here is where I introduce you to Ram. Now, Ram is a legend in the canyoneering community, and if you don't know who Ram is, shame. Now, if it weren't for Ram, this whole Christmas Sufferfest wouldn't be a thing. Just so you know, canyoneering in the winter, in the snow, is not the most pleasurable thing at all, but it's been a tradition for him for 12 years, and I was so happy that I got to be a part of it this year.
Brought some friends. They want to do angels on the way back down. Oh, I was like, wow, our crew just got big.
Once we said our hellos, we continued on. There was a lot of this, a bit of mansplaining, and eventually, as the sun was starting to come up, we hit the snow where we all decided to stop and take a beat to let the rest of the group catch up and put our micro spikes on. Since my friends and I were not going to be joining them on the canyon, we were starting to think of other things that we could do on our way back and promptly got the response.
Anytime somebody asks you how far something is in the backcountry, the answer is always mile and a half.
Cool. So there's your answer. Mile and a half.
And that's how I was called Ram back at summer camp in the 60s and 70s, and then I was Steve for a bunch of decades, but then I started writing stories, and I used the pen name Ram, and that's how I got it back again. Marketing, guys, it's really not that hard. All right, I've got people that are not part of my slide collection. Have to do that again.
Okay, you should guys wave goodbye. See you later. I hope it goes well for them. But I mean, it's always the ones that don't go well make for the best stories. So we didn't do Angel's Landing because it was so busy. We're gonna go get lattes instead. Christmas lattes. Oh, I hope stuff's open. Oh my god, I didn't think about that.
Alright, according to picture, next, let's stop 4, then at the visitor center.
We eventually made it back to where the car was parked, and let me just tell you, this was not an easy feat. From where we were to get back to the visitor center was a solid half an hour, and from there we walked to the car, which was about another half an hour. So it was about an hour total to get to the car. Of course, once we got to the car, we had to change our shoes because they were completely wet. We had to repack the bag because I had like warm tea, you know, a seat. I was ready to wait for these guys at the other end, like 100% ready to just sit and wait until these guys exited the canyon. You'll see what happens next. So So we went back to the car, got all the gear we're gonna need to meet the peeps, and now we're going to Emerald Pools to sit and wait. I'm not sure we're in the right places where they're gonna exit. Someone said they think they saw the canyoneering group already walking on the trail, and if that's the case, it makes me wonder if we were waiting at the wrong spot the whole time. So Sam is going to go and check to see if the truck is gone, because if the truck's gone, that means that we're in the wrong spot. They're already down, and we have to start hiking out of here. But fingers crossed we're in the right spot. We worked so hard to get here that it'd be just so disappointing for it to end like that.
12 seconds later.
Missed them entirely. So you didn't get to see the exit. Hopefully they got some good footage. I'm so disappointed in myself. I was so disappointed with this video that I never bothered to edit it until now. That is, even though I didn't get their exit, here's some footage from their end.
We got a fine telephone. We were going to do heats, and it started to snow. And we figured that was it. And then with the snow, it slowed everything down, so heaps was out. And we went up and telephoned right at the top up there. The wind was blowing 30 miles an hour, and it was in the teens. And we all stripped down and changed. It was the single most ridiculous moment in Freeze Fest history.
We had a moment like that in Orderville a couple weeks ago. If you ever want to see James naked in a canyon, I have a video.